Hello guys and welcome to EdgeCraft. I'm your host Jeff City John, and today I thought I would talk about my new slime farm that I've been working on. I just got it finished up and I think it's a nice, efficient, simple design, and I thought some other people might be able to use it in their worlds. So over here, this thing I have up here is just a simple mob farm, by the way. Zombie skeletons, creepers. I built it initially because I wanted to be able to start making a bunch of dynamite for large underground projects such as the slime farm. So I harvested a bunch of dynamite, and using that, I wallowed out basically an entire slime chunk area. Slimes spawn from level 40 down, so I started at level 40 and worked my way down with a bunch of TNT. And we'll go down there, take a look at what I've built. I think it's a pretty nifty little design. Certainly much simpler to build than many of the things that I saw online. I did a pretty exhaustive search on how to build slime farms, and I didn't really find anything that I thought was very practical or, in my opinion, compact enough. So, anyhow, here we are. Starting once I had this whole thing walled out from here all the way up to level 40. So it's just a big hole in the ground. I lit up the floor in a manner with these pumpkins. And I do recommend pumpkins. I'm not sure how slimes spawn on top of torches or lightstone, but I know they spawn just fine on top of pumpkins. But I use these pumpkins to light up the floor so that nowhere on the floor is it lower than a light level of 8. Yeah, excuse me. So this bottom floor, the pumpkins are a little bit irregular because of the bedrock that's around. I didn't really like the pattern. If I had to do it again, I would have raised the floor by 1 and then continued the pattern to the top, because I wound up having a couple extra rows at the top to work with anyhow. Each floor is 3 high. And again, it's very important that there's nowhere on your floor that is lower than a light level of 8. The light level of 8 keeps various other harmful mobs from ever spawning on these floors. So the only thing that can spawn is slime. If I turn on my F3 menu and I walk around, you'll be able to see, like, right there we're at a light level 8. There's going to be a few of them, but it basically never drops below 8. My room is 17 by 17, which I know is unusual. I know that you're only supposed to need 16 by 16. I'm just a little OCD. I wanted my lighting to have like a clear center point, things like that. And so my OCD dictated that I made it 17 by 17. Just weird. Okay, so now a little bit about slime mechanics. Slimes, whenever they very first spawn, they are pointing in a random direction. And when they are pointed in that direction, and they do not see any characters, any players around them, what they'll do is they'll just go straight. And when they hit this wall, they continue going straight until they finally wind up in the corner. So what that'll do is it'll attract all this, and this is, by the way, the reason you always see slimes kind of jumping around in the corners of your rooms. So when they go to the corner, the slime is either going to be 3 by 3, 2 by 2, or 1 by 1 in size. Now, if it's 3 by 3, it'll clearly hit this lava blade. When it hits that lava blade, it'll split into 2 or 3 2 by 2 slimes. Now, those 2 by 2 slimes can actually fit under the lava blade, but they cannot fit into this ladder area. So they'll just kind of sit here and they'll just start jumping. And when they jump, they'll hit this lava, and when they hit it, of course, they'll eventually split in 2, and then it'll be left with 1 by 1 slimes. Once it's 1 by 1 slime, again, they're going to continue walking this direction, and then they can fit into this ladder. And when they hit that ladder, they'll just keep trying to walk in that direction and just go all the way up the ladder. Um, Now, you might have noticed I had little offsets at the top of the ladder. So let's look at how that works. Again, I'm a slime walking in a random direction. So I'm just going to press forward. And what you want is that, I mean, you can route these guys around like I did, but the key is always to keep them to where they're just walking forward. Now, you might notice this spot here, I wound up hitting this ladder and it's stopping me. That doesn't happen to the slimes. They will get around that. So, again, walking in the same direction, I'm going to go up this ladder and I'll pop at the top. And still walking in this direction, and I'm just stuck in this corner. So, as you see there, they're in the corner. There's probably some over there too. Nope, just in that one. And they'll just kind of hang out in that corner until someone comes and kills them. So for that reason, you don't really have to close off the middles like this. So I didn't have to really lock down this area, just the corners. Excuse me. I think that's pretty much it. I wound up with 9 levels deep, 9 spawning floors. And I mean, honestly, once I had this hole built, which the hole did take a little bit of time, but I had dynamite, so it wasn't too bad. But once I had this hole dug, I think I was able to build all these floors in one night. And compared that to a lot of the designs I've been seeing online of other slime farms, and I think this was significantly more simple to produce. It didn't involve, like I say, a lot of water or drowning them. I have a trap elsewhere on this server that drowns them, and I've just not had a lot of luck with it. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. It always seems to be having, you know, some minor little issues. Anyhow, so that's my slime farm. I hope you liked it, and if you have any questions or comments, be sure and leave them in the comments, and I'll respond back. And I hope you have a very, very nice day. Farewell.